Hello. Chapter 5 yet. The time really flies.
Do you say fly?
Hey, Petey. Nice to see you.
Do you have a cookie?
Yes, I have. But are the demos ready?
Ouch.
Is that a no?
Don't worry, I am working on it.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you. Where was I? I remember. Here we are at chapter 5, where I will introduce you to the concepts of state management, an auto postspec. In the previous chapters I showed you some examples of working with ASP.NET. In this chapter, I will explain two important concepts: state management and auto postspec. In chapter 2, I explained some of the challenges of working with server-side code, and I mentioned that the server doesn't know what you do with a page once you receive it on the client. I would like to explore this concept a bit more. Web pages are HTTP-based, and they are stateless, meaning that they are destroyed and recreated with each round trip to the server. The state of the application is not preserved. Therefore, if an application needs to maintain information about a page, this stateless nature becomes a problem. Is it clear? Let me show you some images of how the drop-down list demo could be without state. Here you have some controls on the page. We have a drop-down list with two values in it, a button and a label control. Now I will choose number 1. The drop-down list control shows the number 1, and the label displays what I chose. Now I will choose number 2 from the drop-down list. The label now shows number 2, because the server processed the code to show that selection. However, the drop-down list is in its original state, showing the first item on its list, number 1. This is a simple illustration that the drop-down list control does not keep track of its state between page refreshes. Luckily, ASP.NET has a mechanism to record the state automatically. It is called the ASP.NET ViewState. But recording the state between requests and responses is resource-intensive and affects the performance of the page when you load it. so it is important to decide when to record the state, and when it is okay to be stateless. In this demo, I will show you how ASP.NET works with state. PD. Okay, he is ready to go through this demo with you. While you do the demo, I will try to find the winner number for the lottery.
Hello. Hi. Do you remember this page? Welcome back to the page with a drop-down list control demo. I will play a little with a page for you to remember. As you can see, the web page is recording the state. The drop-down list control remembers the chosen value, even after the server responds back to the user by refreshing the label text. Let's look at the client code that was generated by the web server. Right-click over the page and choose View Source. This useState value is a hidden field containing the state information. The client was able to send its state information to the server via this hidden field. And that's how the server was able to recreate the last state of the page. Now let's go into Visual Web Developer Express Edition and look at this property. Right-click on the drop-down list control and choose Properties to see the Properties window. Look at the enable useState property. Is set to true. This is how we can maintain the state of the web page over multiple round trips from the client to the server. Go back with Merlin now. Bye. Woo!
Welcome back. As you saw in the demo, the state management process is automatic. By default, the controls records its state. You just need to decide if that is important, given the specific situation. Let us review the process outlined in the last demo. Thanks. Step 1. You click a link or type a URL into the browser. Step 2. The web server responds by sending you the requested page. Step 3. Once you have the page loaded, you choose an item from the drop-down list control and press the button. Step 4. The page is sent back to the server. This last step is what we call a postback. Pressing the button actually sends another request to the server. The server responds by displaying the selected item from the drop-down list in the label control. We can make this even simpler by using a property called AutoPostback. Setting this property on a control makes posting back to the server automatic. Now let's go through the demo.
Hello again. Looks familiar. This is a new page. Drop down list demo ASPX. With the same drop down list demo. Now, it uses code behind. Now we're going to talk about AutoPostback. Let's select the drop-down list control task menu. Uncheck the Enable AutoPostback option. Now the drop-down list control will automatically send information back to the server each time its value is changed. So we don't need the button to submit a server request. Let's fix this in the code. I will go to the code. Let's add some code to be executed when the page loads. Look for page events. Page load event. I can just copy the code from the button to this new page load event. And delete this button click event. Yes. Let's go back to design mode. And delete the button. This way. Save the page. And view in the browser. Voila! I love this technology. One final change. Right now the label control displays label when the page first loads. Let's change it so that the initial text is blank. Let's open the source view, which contains HTML and ASP.NET tags. Find the label control and set the text to be blank. Let's test it in the browser. It isn't exactly right. Notice that when the page first loads, the label displays number 1, even though we haven't selected anything yet. Let's fix that by going into the code. In the page load event, I can insert the following. If page.is post back, then I'll update the label text. If it's not a post back, then I won't do anything. Type N if to close the test. Let's test this in the browser. Looks good. Why?
Number, come to me.
Woo!
Hello. Welcome back. Follow me to the final slide. This is very important. See you soon. Bye.